Greetings to everyone. My name is Dr. Asst Padmapriya, Assistant Professor of Commerce of SFR College for Women, Sivagasi. So today we are going to discuss about the logistics and supply chain management in our video lesson. So in that what we are going to discuss is we are going to see about the types of inventory control. So first let us see what is meant by inventory control and why it is necessary. So in each organization it is very important to predict the customer demand, and they have to make arrangements for proper availability of the inventory at the correct time and at the correct place. So for this, every organization they have to manage the inventory in correct level, so which should not be under the it should not go under what they are required, and it should not be overstocked. It should not be understocked as well as overstocked. For this, each and every organization, based on their nature of business, they will be maintaining the different types of inventory control. So today we are going to discuss what are the different types of inventory control each and every organization they are going to adopt based on their nature of business and which suits to their business. So in the inventory control, the different types are, you have ABC analysis, VED analysis, FSN analysis, HML analysis, EOQ analysis, JIT analysis, golf analysis. So now let us see about each and everything in detail. So first we will see about the ABC analysis. So ABC, here any organization which is adopting this ABC analysis, what they will be doing is they will be categorizing the inventory based on high value inventory items. This high value inventory items will be based on the category A, and moderate value inventory items will be categorized as B, and low value inventory items will be categorized as C. So this high value inventory items will be given, more concentration will be given on the high valued inventory items, and for this they will be maintaining a strict and rigid stock control or inventory control for this category A. And next we have the category B. In this moderate value inventory items, they will be having the stock control towards this moderate value inventory items also, but they will be having just a moderate concentration on this, and in low value inventory items they will be having the regular inventory control over this category C inventory valued items. And next we are going to see about the VED analysis. Here VED means vital, essential and desirable. So here the organization divides the inventory based on the vital items which is required importantly for the business, for the process of manufacturing, and the essential items without that where you cannot proceed with the manufacturing process, and desirable. So this classification is used to categorize the inventory items based on their important for the business. So the vital stock items will be given more importance, where without that they cannot stock, without that stock they cannot run the business production process. So these type of VED analysis is adopted by the spare parts manufacturing organizations, pharmaceuticals, drug industries, where they used to use the different types of chemicals to manufacture a drug. And next we are going to discuss about the FSN analysis. FSN analysis is based on the organization where they are going to see the fast moving items, slow moving items and the non moving items. Fast moving items means where this inventory analysis is based, they will be adopting this analysis based on the inventory turnover ratio. This fast moving inventory turnover ratio will be more when compared to the slow moving and non moving inventories. So here in this fast moving inventory analysis, they will be giving more concentration because it has to be reached at the right time and to the right place to the consumers. So for this they will be giving more importance. And slow moving inventory, here they will be having the records of data, everything will be done, but here the inventory is going to move only slowly, that is it will not be moving regularly. Here the demand for these goods will be very slow. When compared to the non-moving inventory which is expired or which is obsolete and which is out of market, this non-moving inventory will not be given more importance as compared to the fast moving inventory. And next we have is HML analysis. This HML analysis is based on the high, medium and low. So for the high, medium, low analysis, here this type of inventory control is chosen by the organization where it holds the goods or it stocks the goods in the warehouses. So this high, medium and low analysis, what they will be doing is they will be giving more prioritize as we see in the A, B, C category analysis. Here in this warehouse, the warehouse manager, the warehouse keeper will be instructed to be given the high valued goods, high priced items to be given more importance, and then the medium or low priced goods. And next we are going to see about the EOQ analysis. EOQ is nothing but the economic order quantity, which is the type of inventory control. In this what the organization will be looking over at is, here when they are going to place the inventory order, they try to minimize the cost of placing the order. They want to minimize the carrying cost of each inventory. So based on the formula, they will be applying the formula, and based on that they will be following this control when and where the carrying cost or the holding cost is going to remain constant, that is which is economical, and by adopting this the cost control can be made by the organization. The next you have is just in time analysis. This just in time analysis, the name itself indicates when and where the inventory is required at the time based on the just in time they will be arranging for the inventory at no time where they don't want to hold the inventory in the warehouse or the godown, or not to make any large investments for their stocking the goods. So whenever it is needed for production or for selling the goods, during that time, just in time, they will be making the arrangements to stock the level. Just in time analysis is very optimum for the industries which suits that when and where they can arrange for the inventory where it is easy for them, they will be adopting this type of inventory control. And next you have is golf analysis. Golf analysis is the type of analysis where your organization combines different types of raw materials or different business line, they are diversified products. They will be looking over at the government source. So if you take certain materials, there is a restriction from the government restricts to utilize. If you take for example where the organization is going to import some raw materials and they are going to produce the goods based on that imported materials, means government to look over into that and restrict the import of the goods. So this Gulf analysis is based on the government source, and ordinary source is nothing but where the goods can be purchased in the open market easily, where there is no restriction for purchasing this ordinary source of materials. Local source is where it is going to be supplied by the local suppliers. And next you have is the foreign source. Foreign source, as I said earlier, where they are going to import for any packaged items, or if it is going to be any technology based organizations, they are going to input the technology know-how like that, where they are going to depend on the imported materials or imported items. Based on that, the inventory control will be followed by the organization where these 4 types of combination is utilized. So Gulf is nothing but government source, ordinary source, local source and foreign source. Thank you. So in this class we have discussed about the different types of inventory control.